You might be surprised to hear this, but I actually don't use a reading journal, nor do I see myself doing so in the foreseeable future, but I am a nice person and I like most of y'all. So here's a reading journal set up for your viewing pleasure. Because I'm not actually going to be using the spreads I'm making in this video though, I did want to add a challenge for myself, so I decided to pick 3 random markers and do this entire setup only using those 3 colors. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get into it. Also, if you want to see more productivity and bullet journal content from me, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell down below. Ooh, one more thing. So I actually wanted to take some of my stickers and use in this setup. So I have an Etsy shop called Mingo Prints, and this is the fall fit sticker sheet, which I obviously made for fall, and I just think it is so cute and have very dark academia vibes. So I wanted to use them in this reading journal setup because the colors matched pretty well with the color palette that I randomly selected. So let's get right into the setup. I'm starting with this cover page, obviously, because all journals need a cover page, even though I'm technically doing this in my old journal from last year, but just pretend it's a new journal and it's a cover page for it, okay? So I moved around the sticker a whole lot while setting this up because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. In fact, this cover page was a little weird because I barely penciled out anything, so I made a lot of mistakes and had to like fix it on the way. Like when I wrote out 2022, I didn't do it on my pencil drawing, so you can definitely see how warped these little numbers are, but you know what? Every bullet journal is going to have its mistakes in it, so I'm just rolling with it, honestly. Like I mentioned, I don't actually use a reading journal, but because I actually use apps to track my reading. So I am definitely a book nerd, and so I use both Goodreads and Storygraph to track all my reading stats. And I like it because it also can track reading goals and things that I want to track other than just doing it in my bullet journal. Like for example, I want to read 50 books by the end of the year, so it automatically tells me how many books I am away from that, and it just makes life a lot easier on me than having to write it in my bullet journal. However, I do have one singular spread that I use in my actual bullet journal where I list all of the books I read in that year and also the ratings for it. So technically I do have one spread that I use, but it's more for the aesthetics than anything. No pages go without any washi tape, so I added these little pieces up here to kind of finish out the spread, and now we're going to work on these Dutch doors. So Dutch doors I've found have actually been kind of a trend in the bullet journaling world recently. I wouldn't say there are too many trends going on, but a lot of people are doing more Dutch doors, and so of course I wanted to join on and see how it works. I mean, I've done Dutch doors before, but not consecutive ones like this, and I actually really love it and might put it in a future bullet journal theme. But I realized that these spreads are going to be very minimal, and I didn't really have anything to differentiate the different pages from each other because, as you can see, except for those little tabs in the pink and green, it just looks like stacks of paper on top of stacks of paper. And if I didn't tell you there was a Dutch door there, you probably would not have been even able to tell. So as you see throughout this video, I'm going to try as much as I can to differentiate the different pages from each other so you can still tell that there are Dutch doors, even though the spreads are minimal and there's a lot of white going on. But we'll talk about a little bit more about that later. Now let's move on into the goals page. So this is going to be the goal tracking. I know a lot of people don't do this, but a lot of people also do, and they like to track how many books they read in one year. Like I mentioned, I'm trying to read 50 books this year because I read 50 books last year, and I just want to try and see if I can hit that goal again. Unfortunately, I am in a bit of a reading slump at the moment, so I'm not reading too much, and as my apps keep telling me, I am 3 books and like 1,000 pages behind schedule, but honestly, I'll just catch up. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'll get in the mood again, pick up a good romance, and I'll catch up in no time. The idea of this spread is you just have a long tracker, so every book that you read, you can write the name on the right next to the number and then fill in on the little dash, and then hopefully when you hit your goal, the entire list will be filled and it'll look really satisfying. So on the right is a very simple TBR spread, and obviously if you have a TBR like me, it will not fit on this spread because my TBR goes on for ends and ends and it's just a mess really. But I try to make some little sense of it in this little spread. So we have 3 different columns, one for genre, one for name, and one for author. And I figured this is pretty simple, you know, just a place for you to record what books you want to read, what genre they're in, and if you're looking for a specific author, you can also find that in the right column. Personally, I didn't really have an entire theme for this setup, which is why I think it was so fun to create because the 3 marker challenge actually worked out really well. Unfortunately, the colors were a little dark, and so I wanted to keep the spreads really minimal and not make them too color heavy because then the spreads would be too dark. But I think I did a pretty good job of like balancing out the colors along with the white and also matching it with my stickers and also mixing around different fonts to make these spreads kind of quirky and playful because I didn't really have an original theme to stick with. Also, I'd like to mention that I did add that gray marker in there to add the little lines in the chart, but you know what, you guys can't yell at me for that because without the little lines it would have been awful to fill in. So just adding the lines to give it some more aesthetic, my favorite word in the entire universe. So now to move on to the last spread, and this is going to be over on the left, a bingo card. Now I got this idea from Plant-Based Bride, who has an amazingly stunning reading journal, and she made a bingo for different books you can read if you don't know what to read. So I decided to mimic her idea, and so here you have 12 different boxes, and I'm going to be filling in different prompts, which can range from set in a different country, or written by a POC author, or a book that's translated to English, or maybe something a little less meaningful than that, like a sequel, or a celebrity wrote it, which, by the way, if a celebrity wrote your book, it's probably going to be awful, but it'd be funny to read anyways. So if you're stuck in a slump like I am, this could be a fun spread to do to just figure out something new to read and expand your horizons a little bit. I think the title on this page was actually really cute, the Pick a Book Bingo, but unfortunately the little pick a book section is not a perfect circle, and I think the underlining made it worse, but just ignore that, okay? It's a perfect circle in my head. So while I'm filling out this spread, I did want to talk about my Etsy for a second. So as you can see, I'm using all my Etsy stickers in these spreads, and I know they're very fallish and it's currently spring, and this is probably not the vibes that you were looking for today, but I am planning on doing an Etsy revamp in the next couple of months. So I'm going to be posting a lot more spring and summer stickers. Hopefully I can do that in the next couple months. It may happen during summer, but I am currently working on and almost done with a sticker sheet that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So if you haven't checked out my Etsy shop, the link is always down in my description boxes below. So definitely go check that out if you want to support me and grab yourself some really cute stickers. So I added this lovely little grandpa sticker at the very bottom because he looks like the kind of guy who would play book bingo. And after finishing out the little stickers and adding the sparkles, let's move on to the last spread, which is going to be a series I'm reading and 5-star quotes spread. So this is actually a very short little chart, similar to the one on the previous page, but I wanted to track series I'm reading because I know a lot of people sometimes will start a series and then not finish it but want to come back to it later. Same thing with TV show series. I've seen this chart made multiple times. So I'm just adding a very simple chart. It has the name of the series on one side and the number on the other side. So essentially you can draw in the number of boxes or bullets for how many books there are and fill them in as you complete each book, so you know if you finish the series or if you still have more to read. And at the very bottom, I'm putting a 5-star quote section, which, by the way, can we just appreciate this title that I'm writing because, ooh, she is gorgeous. But I love writing down quotes of my favorite books, especially if they're romance books or if it's just Song of Achilles in general. Ugh, the quotes in that book kill me. So it's great to have a good place to put them down, and so you remember them later and can go back and reference that book and maybe reread it and cry if it's Song of Achilles, because the tears, man, the tears. So this is where I started working on the Dutch door section that I was talking to you about earlier. So like I said, if you fold over these pages, it just looks white. And I actually made a whole reel about this, which I'll input right here. Tips for adding Dutch doors into your bullet journal. So I just made this reading journal setup and I love it, but without the extra color on the edges, all the pages put together looked more like this. And you can't even see the difference in the Dutch doors. So instead I took out my Tombow brush pen in the color N89, added these little lines, and bam, now you have perfect Dutch doors. Follow for more bullet journal tips. So as you saw on that reel, it really annoyed me how the pages looked white. So I wanted to add extra lines on the side. And I was really strategic in how I did this because I wanted to make sure that they were minimal and also that it didn't make the spreads on the inside seem smaller once you open the Dutch doors. But by adding those lines, it just really defined the different Dutch doors a little better for me. And also, if you want to, you could do this with washi tape or like a line of stickers or just doodles on the side. Just something to differentiate the Dutch doors from each other so that you can definitely tell that it's a stack and not just one sheet of paper. Before we get into the final flip through, since this is a reading journal setup, I did want to mention a couple books that I can recommend for you guys. I'm just going to put a couple here on the screen. Now, I really only read romance, and again, I'm in a slump right now, but if you like romance or some fantasy or I guess some literary fiction, maybe just a little bit, then these are a couple favorites of mine that I've read in the past couple months, and you should definitely check them out because I rated them 5 stars, so they must be good because I have immaculate taste. So here's the final flip through. Again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was actually really fun to set up, and not gonna lie, I might actually use these spreads in the future, especially the bingo one. But that's gonna be it for me. If you haven't already, don't forget to go subscribe and check out my Etsy shop with all these cute little stickers in it. Again, Etsy revamp is coming soon, so you don't want to miss out on that. All my social medias are going to be linked down below. As always, I need to stop rambling, so have a great day. Toodles!